Ariel Helwani post-fight at UFC 124 alongside Jim Miller, who submitted Charles Oliveira tonight. And Jim, fantastic finish for you. You know, a lot of people were saying that you needed to finish this fight emphatically to assert yourself as a top dog at 155. You have to feel happy, right?
Elated. You know, Dan and I, 2-0 tonight. Feels great. You know, back to the old days before the UFC. You know, and I knew going into this fight that I had all the tools to beat him. He was definitely hyped, you know, above and beyond, and even to the point where he was made the favorite coming into tonight. So, you know, hopefully I made some of my fans some money.
Do you think overhyped?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, he's very talented, got a ton of potential, man. He's so confident. He reminds me of Shogun back in the old days when he just didn't care where it goes. But, I mean, his best win was against a guy that was 1-3 in the UFC and just got cut, you know, and that was his best win. So, you know, the two guys that I beat on this card both won in the first round. So that kind of shows the level of competition that I fought to become 8-1 in the UFC. So, you know, I feel I'm right there, and I just need my shot.
Do you feel as though you had to finish this fight?
Not so much had to finish the fight, but, you know, I'm always gunning for it. I love the finish. That's what gives me the rush. You'll never see me screaming when I win a decision. So,
how much did it bug you that people were actually picking him to beat you, and you've been in this organization for so much longer?
I feel a little disrespected, to be honest. You know, I've paid my dues. I've beaten pretty much everybody they've put in front of me, and you know, the only two guys that have beaten me are fighting for the title. You know, in 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So you know, I feel like I should be considered right below them because I've done nothing to prove that I shouldn't be.
So why do you think people don't consider you in that spot?
Because I keep my mouth shut and I just do my job. You know, there's a whole section of fans that want to see fights sold and stuff like that, but we already know that all the stuff Muhammad Ali used to say was BS, you know? I mean, it feels like it's insulting the intelligence of people to basically lie to them. So I'm just going to go out and, you know, I'm still asking to fight the best guys in the world. I want to fight the best guys. You know, and I'm going to come out and I can make it a fight with anybody. I can finish anybody.
That said, though, will you start to talk a little more now? Because clearly, you know, especially in the last year in the UFC, the guys who talked are getting shots at the title.
Yeah, yes and no. You know, I'm going to be polite about it. I'm going to, you know, again, say that I want to fight all these top guys, and I feel that I should be fighting them. But I'm not going to, you know, make a fool out of myself, you know, just for a minority of the fans that, you know, want to see that WWE style, you know, selling of stuff.
To be honest with us, does it bother you that the WC guys are coming over, winner of that title fight next week, getting a shot at the title, and you've been doing this stuff in the UFC for a lot longer?
It doesn't bother me. There are some tough kids, but, you know, I've got a really good feeling that they're going to get weeded out pretty quickly.
How'd you set up that knee bar? Very impressive.
Thank you. You know, I just stood up and the foot was just sitting there. You know, it was begging to be taken. He was kind of grabbing at my leg, so I just kicked it out and spun. You know, when we hit the mat, I went for the toe hold at first. I think he was just thinking toe hold, toe hold, toe hold. Yeah, you know, to defend the toe hold, you want your leg straight. He had it straight, but he wasn't worried about the knee bar. Once I, you know, felt the toe hold wasn't there, I just switched right to the knee bar, and within, you know, 2 seconds, it was crackling.
You knew it was over?
Yeah, I knew it was over. Okay,
you look at the lightweight division right now. To me, a fight that would make sense would be George Sotiropoulos, considering what he's done, but he's booked. So who do you think they're going to match you up against?
You know, I don't know who they're going to match me up against. You know, I want the toughest fights I can get, and you know, and fight in the top competition. If they want to hold, you know, sit me and give me the next shot after the WEC guy, you know, gets beat by the winner of Gray or Frankie, you know, I'll do that. I want my shot. I want the title. I want to be the top dog.
You have no confidence in those WEC guys, eh?
I have confidence in them, but you know, there are guys in WEC that are doing well that couldn't hack it in the UFC. You know, this is the big leagues. This is a bigger, different breed of fighter, you know, than they've been fighting.
Well, congratulations to you and Dan. Very impressive stuff by the both of you. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you very much.